3, 2, 1. Aussie Army, welcome. This is Daniel E, OGT. That is Gregory, OGL. We both have new backdrops. Can you see? Can you see what that woman been doing to me? Sorry.
I just got off of work, so.
Public enemy number 1, understand, on a color TV screen. Got Vegemite down there. Got a cold chisel. Got my lights. Got the Southern Cross back there. So, yeah, that's about it. I got Aussie shit everywhere. Got cheers in my window. So, no, good A made up on the wall. Like Pink Floyd. Alright, so we are going to do Koala Bear, not a Koala Bear, oh, that's just definitely
Slim
wrong.
Dusty Kokoda.
That sounds like a wrestler country singer.
It does, actually. The Australian Dream or something.
The Australian Dream, Slim Dusty.
Outback Dusty Roads.
You can find him on YouTube punching a roo.
That's the
funniest video ever. Alright, let's get into this, man. That's all the other reactors say. So I want to be like them.
And yes, Carolyn, I work third shift, so yay.
Carolyn's back?
Yeah.
You go to work, Carol. No, I don't tell you what to do. Hell, quit. I don't care. Here we are. Kokoda, Slim Dusty's tribute home veterans.
With no shouldered arms or bayonet fixed, they march on Anzac Day. The measured tramp of steel-shod heels, a memory away. Veterans of a jungle war who went to hell and back. Those ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. So dig your reversed rifles in the mire of memory. The swirling mist of time have healed the scars. You climbed that golden stairway to keep our country free, where the jungle hid your nightmare from the stars. When sullen days brought no relief from blood, muck and mire, and death was ever striding at your back, you trod that hallowed path to be baptized in hellfire. The ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. Oh.
Man, that reminds me of the Trail of Tears for the Native Americans. Is that last line, that Dakota track, war is so terrible. I've never understood it. And what the Anzacs done by always being put on the front lines, no matter if they help the U.S. or the Queen, or I understand why they want their own flag now. I get that. It makes sense. It's not a hate of England. It's independence. It's deserved independence. I fought on the front lines long enough. Give me my independence.
I want to throw out a couple of lyrics here, because I think the imagery in this is really good. The first thing that came to my mind was, and the band played Waltzing Matilda by Eric Bogle, which lyrics on that still blow me away. But The swirling mists of time have healed the scars. You climbed that golden stairway to keep our country free, where the jungle hid your nightmare from the stars. When sullen days brought no relief from blood, muck, and mire, and death was ever striding at your back, you trod that hallowed path to be baptized in hellfire, the ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. Yeah, that hits hard. And what about those guys don't feel like heroes? They felt like survivors.
Yeah. I imagine they would have had to. They probably felt like puppets.
That too. But I'm sure some will believe they were doing what's best for their country or their family. That's how they.
Some of the worst acts on earth were committed in the name of good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how the hell? Well, thank you, Aussie Army, for not shit. Y'all know I'm just figuring.
This is one we missed, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But, I mean, Australia breeds, like, icons, like, I don't know, like a fucking turtle has babies or something. I can't think of a good analogy. Anyway.
Rabbit would have been a better analogy there. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Australia, it's known for, yeah, there's some great heritage, you know what I'm saying? Just proud of where you are, and understanding your history is something that the United States can take notes on.
Yeah, yeah.
Germany being the best example of that. They take their kids to concentration camps, and they still have all the houses with the names on them, so they don't forget, so they're not doomed to repeat themselves. This is a great way to, I don't know how Germany runs, I'm just saying that part of it is teaching the kids that the evils that happen instead of covering it up like we do. Like, slavery was the South's fault, or, you know, we didn't kill the Indians, we gave them reservations. Reservations. Is that what I said? Yeah, it's bullshit, because we did.
Oh, the devil took the hindmost, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. So dig your reversed rifles in the mire of memory. The swirling mists of time have healed the scars. You climbed that golden stairway to keep our country free, where the jungle hid your nightmare from the stars. When sullen days brought no relief from blood, muck and mire, and death was ever striding at your back, you trod that hallowed path to be baptized in hellfire. The ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. Oh, the devil took the hindmost, and the snipers took the fall, with no quarter asked or given in that muddy, bloody war. With black angels there to guide them, salvos by their side, those ragged, bloody heroes simply marched and fought and died. Astride a broken mountain top you stood defiantly, as the devil took your comrades one by one. He taunted you and beckoned you to face eternity. You saluted with a burning Thompson gun. His hand was on your shoulder like a burning grip of steel, but you turned him and you fought off his attack. You broke the devil's squadrons and you brought him to your heel. that grim Kokoda track. Oh, the devil took behindmost and the snipers took the fore, with no quarter asked or given in that muddy, bloody war. While politicians pondered and great generals swelled with pride, those ragged, bloody heroes simply marched and fought and died.
While the devil took the blame and the snipers took the threat, or the devil took the high note and the snipers took the blame. So the devil did it. But we're going to blame the snipers.
I think what they were referring to, the devil they were referring to was, I think, just the Japanese army.
Well, songs are interpretive.
Yeah.
In America, when the soldiers came back, we demonized them. But now, ever since that war, we've done nothing but it hurts. It hurts. Devils are the Japs said. Angels are the gotcha. Yeah. It's a powerful song. And while the politicians, I think Black Sabbath song War Pigs is the best ever. Maybe not the most emotional, but it definitely describes war pigs. So good. And there was an old myth, or not an old myth, but an old saying of two men that both got lost from the squadrons. They're on each side of a hill, shooting at each other. And at the same time, these men that speak different languages have the same epiphany in their head. I gotta kill that guy, he's trying to take me away from his family. And then they think about it. But I don't know that man, and I'm trying to take him away from his family too. And come to think of it, I don't know. Now, they're both having the exact same thoughts. Come to think of it, I don't know the people that sent me here. It's like they're at home with their family while I'm here dying. And that's just one of the most powerful things I've ever heard, that two soldiers are trying to kill themselves, but they don't even know each other. And
the lyric here, while politicians pondered and great generals swelled with pride, those ragged, bloody heroes simply marched and fought and died. Just very well put. Again, they take advantage of young men's desire to make a difference, to not be invisible in the grand scheme of things, to be a part of something larger than them, and to protect the ones that they love. They took advantage of that, and they said, hey, this is what you got to do. And the bottom line is, though, if it was all about saving families, if it's all about saving your loved ones, why aren't the politicians out there fighting? These people that are so that come with all those lines, like, this is why you should join, this is what we need you to do. Why aren't you out there doing it too? Isn't your family important? So yeah, I feel for these young men. I do definitely agree with Danny that, like, after the Vietnam War, our soldiers needed help, and they were given the worst treatment possible. And even nowadays, there's so many homeless veterans. Like, decades later, we still haven't gotten our shit together when it comes to that, and that's terrible to see. These people
and
sacrificed everything. Yeah,
they're on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
Yes.
So, if you need that broken down, then heaven don't agree with what I'm doing, but I'm righteous in the eyes of the Bible for what I'm doing. So, again, hypocrisy. Yeah, man. I would have dated him. I would have had a threesome with Elvis and Michael. I know, I'm not gay at all. Yes, I love that song too, Audiva. And the video is very powerful. In fact, I had to sit with a friend all night on Christmas Eve and sacrifice my night with my family that night to be with my friend with PTSD. So, but it was, I would do it every time he needed me to.
Shoulder like a burning grip of steel, but you turned him and you fought off his attack. You broke the devil's squadrons and you brought him to your heel. The ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. Oh, the devil took the hindmost and the snipers took the fore, with no quarter asked or given in that muddy, bloody war. While politicians pondered and great generals swelled with pride, those ragged, bloody heroes simply marched and fought and died. With no shouldered arms or bayonet fixed, they march on Anzac Day, with the memory of white crosses and mounds of fresh turned clay, of green fields and a bugle call and a solemn requiem. And at the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Those ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track. Those ragged, bloody heroes of that grim Kokoda track.
Tell them to have their tomorrow. We gave them our today.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful.
Very.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. That was that reminded me a lot of Red Gums when I was only 19.
Yeah.
So and another thing about that 15-year-old thing, just to bring it up. You could go fighting for your country and die at 18, but you couldn't buy cigarettes back in those days, so, or alcohol.
That is very, yeah. The visual in the video of the young men marching and then sort of fading into the old men marching, I love that. I love the image of them walking into the sunset. The black and white imagery is definitely brings out the emotion as well. I think when looking at things from that time, I actually prefer black and white, just sort of the starkness of it. But
hey,
yeah,
sorry.
No, I was just going to say that.
Oh, my hat. Put it back on now.
It's good to remember and to honor these people because, as I said at the end, they gave their today so we could have our tomorrow. So, lest we forget, and just these people need support. They need our help, they need our understanding, and they need our compassion, not our judgment. So, I don't know of a whole lot of, veterans that relish talking about what they did in the war. So, I would not want to walk around with that kind of imagery in my head. So, to all those that have made that sacrifice, who have, gone out there for us, so that we can stay safe with our families. Thank you.
Wow. So at one time women could drink at 16, but people demonized that one person for being 19 with a 15-year-old. Hey, you see how funny things are? Not funny, but so yeah, this song was very, 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 very powerful. Yeah, man, war is so hard. I'm gonna